Hey, happy Friday. So, all or nothing, right? So, I had one of those days, right? And what that means is that I started to notice that not everything in my life was working. And, we kind of think about like, you have to give it all, or it's like you got to put 110% in all the time or nothing, right? And I definitely see the value in that. But what I was really in tune to today was that not things when there's one thing in your life that's not working, and you try to pretend that it is working. And what that does is that just filters into all other things in your life, right? So, I was experiencing, having one part of my life or a couple parts of my life, being really powerful and, things moving forward. But then I was noticing there were other parts of my life that just, it wasn't working, right? Or things weren't going the way that they would normally be going for me, or the way that I want them to go, right? And of course, with all the work that I do, like, I know that I'm the only one that can control that. So what I started to do was just take a look at the things that weren't working in my life and just started to get those complete, and just really look at what I can put in that I can have those things work. And, everything in your life isn't always going to work on the same level of each other, so it's like, nobody, we're not going to have a perfect life. Perfect, like what even is perfect, right? But we can have a life that works, and we are the only ones that can control that. And, I had a day where, I just took different areas of my life, and I really just took a look at what I could do to empower those different areas of my life. I looked at, one of the biggest things was, looking at what I could give up, whether I was making somebody wrong or I was making myself wrong, or usually it's myself. And it's like I always start by looking here to see what I'm missing, what I'm not putting in, where I'm lacking, where I'm not giving fully of myself to those things that need it. And, you start to put that stuff in, and just little by little, and then things work, and, I like to live my life as a yes, right? And, what I got today, I had an awesome coaching call today. And what I got today was that, living your life as a yes also means being able to be okay when you have to say no, right? So that didn't really click for me before today. And I'm like, I got to be able to, stand in my leadership where I need to stand in, and I need to be able to do this, and I need to be able to do that. And, what I got was like, sometimes you just wake up and you're on like autopilot, and then you just go through your day on autopilot. And like, that is definitely not living your life fully, right? So, I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I think we all get in this, and I don't even want to say I'm not in a slum, I'm not in a rut. I just, I was able to, with all the training and development that I'm getting and the personal development that I do, I was able to really catch myself and see where I was falling off, and know what I have to do to implement what I need to implement to get back on track and to get my life working again. But not just getting my life working in one area, but have my life working in all areas, because we can have that, and we do have access to that. And it's just, we're the ones responsible for making that happen or not. We are responsible for, creating our life. We're responsible for our conversations with other people. We're responsible for things working and not working. And, I had an awesome conversation with my mom today, and I was, it was one of those things where I'm like, isn't it like crazy how, you don't think about it, but like, when we wake up and we're just in a funk, or we go out to do errands and we're in a funk and we're just not in a good place, and we don't want to be doing what we want to be doing, then, we notice everything that's wrong with the world, right? Because it's not anything that has to do with us, but it's the world, like, where like, people can't drive, they can't, the cashier at the grocery store is not ringing the groceries fast enough, or whatever. We notice everything wrong about that, but then when we go and we're out and about and we're just doing what we need to do and we're in a good, happy place, then we're talking to random people in the grocery store. We're like we're stopping our car and letting somebody go, or we're, it's just all those little things that just add up. And it's like, it's so much more fun to live that way than live the other way, and I really got that today when I really started to look at, what was working and what wasn't working in my life, and, just really have that like Hail Mary moment, come to God moment, that I'm like, okay, well, I can't expect anybody else to change anything except me. So that's what I took on today, and I wanted to share that because I know that there's so many of us, and I've talked to so many people about it, that this happens and it's part of life. And having a breakdown, it took me a long time to get this, but having a breakdown is such an awesome thing, because when you have a breakdown, that means that like you're just accepting what's happening, right? So you have this breakdown, and before it used to be like that's the end of the world and everything is not working right, and blah blah blah, whatever it is we say, but now I know that like I'm having a breakdown, and used to that, like I know what to do with it, so now I can have a breakthrough, and I can create newly, and I get to make my life work. And that the way that my day is ending is very different from the way that my day started. So thank you to everybody who I talked to today. I think there were, probably 25 phone calls. But, everybody, to have a little piece of everybody in my world today was just so amazing and awesome. And, I just wanted to let anybody, if your life isn't working, that, you're not by yourself, and that you can make your life work. You just have to step up to the plate and, look at what you can give up and look at what you can put in. So that's all I have for today, Friday. I'm sure I'll have more for you tomorrow, but everybody have an awesome night, have an awesome weekend, and talk to you soon. Peace out. Bye.